This might be loud. And we're back. We are back. Let me scoot this forward. Please don't undo anything. Perfect. Okay, this is take 7. I think this is take 7 of our podcast. Today we were talking about. Oh, I'm by myself today. It's a little sad, but it's fine. We are going to be talking about the entire Scream series. I got in a kick last week and decided to watch all of them. Don't know why I did that. And I did a really weird order. I did Scream 5, 6, 2, 4, 3, and then 1. And that's the order I'm going to be talking about them. And hold on. Current events. I got distracted. I'm going to keep getting distracted because I just learned the news of our new stupid schedule. We no longer have ECT, which is when I film this, so I'll have to film it in class, which kind of sucks. We no longer have early Wednesdays. Every day we go till 3:10. And we have every class every day, which kind of sucks because my brain works really well with not having every class every day. Like, it's kind of nice for me to just be able to not do the same thing every day. I get really bored really fast. So this is gonna suck a little bit. But anyway, let's talk about Scream. The first Scream is one of my favorite movies ever. It is just an amazing movie. So let's just jump into it. Let me give you the premise of the series. So we have 3 main characters. We have Sidney Prescott, who is our main character, our final girl, and she is targeted for some killings that are related to her mother's death. Her mother was murdered. And then we have Gale Weathers, who is a narcissistic reporter, and she slowly gets better in the series, but she can be pretty intolerable sometimes. And then we have Deputy Dewey, who is probably my favorite character. He is just like a slapstick, funny police officer guy. He's great. The 3 of them are great. They're kind of the heart of the series. I think the ones that they're not in, which is only one of them, is not as much fun, because they really are very, very great. I think it's important when we're talking about these movies is to differentiate between how good the movie is and how much fun I had watching the movie. Very different. So let's just jump into it. So Scream 5, I wrote down good movie, good enjoyment. And yeah, that's kind of what. So it is a new set of characters because it's about 10 years after the last one that was made. And so we have a new set of characters with each of the characters return from the last couple or from the original series, but they're much older and the focus is kind of on these newer kids, and they're pretty good. One of the main ones is Jenna Ortega. She does great. She has an amazing scream. She has a really good scream. Yeah, it's a pretty solid movie. Like, the writing is pretty concise. Special effects are really good. They amp it up from the last ones. There are some dumb things and some terms that they use, because the series is all about being meta, which is just like the awareness of characters of other movies that exist. So like these characters know about like Friday the 13th and Halloween and all that stuff. And even like there is a series inside the movie franchise called Stab that is a retelling of Scream, which can get confusing sometimes. But yeah, and this one uses some meta terms like requel, which is a mix between a remake and a sequel. Stupid term. Don't like the term. It's not a good term. But it's fun. It's a really fun movie. It has some heart in it. I guessed both of the killers the first time they were on screen. So the first time we ever saw those characters, I guessed them. It was very predictable. Not great ghost faces, which is the main villain. Scream 6. The main characters go to college. In this one, only Courtney Cox, Gale Weathers returns, which I am definitely missing out on Sydney and Dewey in this one. But, it's fine. It's not a great movie. They amp up the gore, which is kind of nice, and it's really violent, but it's not a great movie. It doesn't really need to exist. It's not saying much about the genre or movies as a whole, but it's fun. It's a fun movie. I don't have much to say about Scream 6. It's Scream in New York. That's what it is. It's Scream in New York City, which is kind of a fun premise, but it's not great. Scream 2. This one is very similar to Scream 6, or I should say Scream 6 is very similar to Scream 2, which Scream 2 is Sidney Prescott goes to college, and it's fun. It is very fun. I wrote down not good movie, but great enjoyment. It's not a good movie. It's very 90s. Like, if you watch it, you're like, oh man, this was made in the 90s. Which I actually, yeah, it was 97. Yeah, it's not a good movie, but oh my gosh, I had so much fun watching it. Oh my, because it's very character motivated, so it's a lot of just like relationships between Gale, Dewey, and Sydney, and like all those things, which I found really endearing and I really liked. Scream 4. It's an okay movie and okay enjoyment. It is, Sydney comes back to Woodsboro, which is the setting of the first movie, and the killings start happening again while she's there, promoting her new book. They follow her niece, who I'm forgetting her name because she's kind of forgettable. Yeah, I'm not going to... Oh, lights just turned off. Yeah, I'm not going to remember. But, yeah, it's fun. They amp up the gore a lot, but it's very 2000s. Sorry, Crew just walked in the door. She's like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, they amp up the gore a lot in this one. But it's not a great movie, and it's fun for some reasons, but it's out of all of them, I'd say it's the least fun. It's not very fun. Scream 3. This one is interesting, because it is a bad movie. Scream 3 is a bad movie. It is just not a great movie. It's so dumb, but it is so much fun. Oh my gosh, it is so much fun, because there's just stupid stuff going on every second. And that's what just makes it fun. I forgot. I was going to talk about the killers in all of these. Let me backtrack a second, because Scream 3 is interesting on that one. So Scream 6, I guessed all the killers. Every one of them. And their motive. I guessed all the killers and their motive in that one. The first time they were on screen. Scream 2, all the other Screams, I knew the killers before going into it. But yeah, the killers aren't great in Scream 2. Scream 4 has a good killer. Motive and, the reveal, it's all really good. So that is a good aspect of Scream 4, is a good killer. If you don't know anything about Scream 4, you should probably watch it just for the killer reveal, because you're not going to guess it. Scream 3 has a good killer. But actually, I take that back. It is not a good killer at all. It's very okay. I haven't been switching this whole time. Let me talk on this one for a little bit, although I have to duck down because my frame is not great. Scream 3 is, the killer's not great, and the motive kind of retcons the original one in not a good way. But it's got some stupid stuff, so if you like watching just stupid stuff, you should watch Scream 3. The original Scream, I am so excited to talk about this one. This is one of my favorite movies ever. It is an amazing movie, amazing enjoyment. Overall, just so magnificent. First thing, the opening scene is one of the best scenes that has ever been put to screen. It is, so they have Drew Barrymore, this like super popular actress, and she is killed right away. And what they did was they put her in all of the trailers so that people are like, oh, Drew Barrymore's the main character. And then she's killed off in the first 10 minutes. And it is so scary. It is so effective. It is amazing. I can't even, I could talk about just the opening scene for a very long time, because so much about it is just perfect. The phone call is scary, the voice is scary. Oof, so good. Second Chance Breakfast. The killers are amazing, so good. The ending is great. Honestly, all of it is just really great. Watch Scream if you haven't seen it. Please watch Scream if you haven't seen it. And I guess just overall thoughts. The trio is just amazing in all of them. And then the killers, I think, decrease in impact as the series go on. It's like the killers get worse every time. Scream 2 is a good killer. Scream 3 is not great. Scream 4 has one good killer. And then Scream has 2 amazing killers. Oh, spoilers. Shit, my bad. And the violence does increase. So if you're a gore fan like I am, the violence gets more gory as the series goes on. So if that's what you like, you should definitely check it out. That's all I have about the Scream series. Definitely check it out. It's an amazing series. I had a lot of fun watching it. Clearly because I spent my time watching all 6 of them last week. It's good. Check it out. Bye.